Rocket League was this summer's biggest gaming surprise, and I mean, how can you not like this? It's football, and yes, dear American viewers, I know you call it soccer. It's football with rocket cars, and you may have seen all the videos of awesome goals and trick shots and thought, well, I would love to play that, but I'm not sure my computer can handle it. Well, I'm here to help you with that. This is the LowSpecGamer, where playing is what matters, and all graphics are the new hip thing. So, forget about textures and special effects because we are making this game run. These are the default settings for Rocket League. While anti-aliasing is off and texture details seems to be in high performance, everything else is set for quality with all the effects on. This is disastrous for this poor computer as it can barely reach 10 frames per second. Let's see how it goes on lowest settings. As you can see, I have disabled all the allowed effects and put every available option in the highest performance possible. While playing on 1080p, this meant something between 25 and 28 FPS, sometimes lower. If we reduce resolution to 720, it is much better. In fact, I am very positively surprised on how playable this game, even on low-end hardware. More games should follow this example. However, several of you have told me that this is still not enough to make it work on your computer, so it's time to do some magic. First thing we're going to do is to tweak the textures and in the process disable all details on the game. The overall way of doing this was figured out in this thread by 2094 on Steam, and it is awesome. To do this, you need to modify the default configuration file located at the install directory of the game. For Steam, this is located at your main drive, Program Files 86, Steam, Steam Apps, Common, Rocket League, TA Game, Config, Default System Settings.ini. You can open this with Notepad. So, this file controls the settings for textures and detail levels, and to put it to a minimum, you need to put every LOD parameter to 0. However, as you can see, there are a lot of lines where you need to do this, so for your convenience there is a text file in the description where you can copy all the texture changes in one go. Once you have that copied, you need to paste it in the file, starting from texture group line right here and ending right before the system settings editor. Paste on top of that and save the file. Make sure to run the game once and exit to save the changes to the player configuration file. Oh, and if you do not have a backup of this file and you want to restore Rocket League to its normal graphics, you can delete this file and then go to your Steam options for this game and click on Verify Integrity of Game Cache. Next, we need to disable some effects and other tweaks on the player configuration file. This one is located at Documents, My Games, Rocket League, TA Game, Config, TA System Settings.ini. Open it using Notepad. Alright, there are a bunch of things we need to disable here, so follow closely. Look for dynamic lights and set it to false. Light environment shadows, composite dynamic lighting, SH secondary lighting and directional light maps, all to false. Next, distortion and filter distortion to false, followed by speed tree leaves and speed tree fronts to false. Then, fog volumes, floating point render targets and 1 frame thread lag to false. We're almost there. Allow radial blur, allow subsurface scattering, allow image reflection and allow image reflection shadowing, all to false. Down here we put max filter blur sample count to 1 because 0 makes the game crash, max draw distance scale to 0, max anisotropy to 0. Allow apex cloth to false. Allow fracture damage to false. Last one, allow per frame sleep and yield both to false. Whew, well that was a mouthful, but the consequences are well worth it. Welcome to Rocket League on its absolute lowest. Almost no texture, no effects, and no distractions. Whoa, that came out of nowhere. I went ahead and played some matches with some of you guys, and the results were amazing. This is the game running on 1080p, and as you can see, we get an average of 40 FPS or more. I must say, the game has a very different aesthetic when played like this. I really dig it. Oh yes, I got it, no, no! Oh no, that's not going in, no sir, no, and stop, oh shit. Oh yes, this is my moment, this is it, or not. Golem. Woo! I did a thing! Finally! Golem, my god! Huh, rest in peace indeed. As I mentioned before, this was all on 1080p, so you can appreciate this barren landscape in full resolution. Of course, if you try it on a lower resolution, such as 720p, you can get it much higher, in my case, almost to 60 FPS. Whoa! What happened there? Well, someone scored. And that is performance that is not weakened by explosions and intense gameplay. Great job. That is almost all for this video. First, a big thank you to all the guys that participated on these matches. If you want to participate in future videos, join the LowSpecGamer Steam group. I plan to make calls for players regularly. Now, it's time to announce the results of the last LowSpecGamer Giveaway. The prize of the last giveaway was a Steam copy of Payday 2, donated by Brendan George. To participate, you needed to introduce yourself in the intro thread of the Steam group, and a winner will be picked at random. And the random number generator has been run. Congratulations, Lucas Obiceps, I will be sending you the game soon. Well, that was fun. Let's keep the momentum going. Welcome to this week's LowSpecGamer Giveaway. This week's prize is a Steam copy of Grid. The rules are simple. When this video gets released, I will tweet a simple question. Do you prefer single player or multiplayer games? All you need to do is to retweet it and add your answer as a retweet comment. And from all the answers, a winner will be picked at random. Thank you as always for your support. See you on the next video.